Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton, and now I am wrapping up the International Party 9-hole Cup Pro Division qualifying round. Of course, this is going to cover holes number 7, 8, and 9. So let's just go ahead and hop right into it. Hole number 7 here, we just have the send it option. This particular hole, we get this type of tailwind. We're just going to go ahead and let this thing fly. 6 top, 2 bars of side spin to the right. Give you kind of a moment of caution here. If you have wind over 7 miles per hour, you're going to want to drop this down to about 4.5 to 5 bars of topspin. I did get hit with a 7.8 mile per hour wind on my other account, and I did end up going a little bit too far all the way to the top of the second fairway and just barely rolled into the rough. Now the good news is it leaves you with a very short shot to pin to try to pick up the eagle. But just like anything else, you have to hit perfect in order for the shot to drop. I did not hit perfect out of the rough, so I took a birdie on that account. But here, 6.4 mile per hour wind is almost as low as you can get in pro. Take a look here at the bush that I'm aiming at, right? So I have my spins applied. I'm aiming right there at that bush, that little green shrub, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm not adjusting for any elevation. When I say 6.4 miles per hour is as low as you can get in pro, I mean with a Berserker ball, being a wind resistance 1 ball. I think 6.1 is the lowest, so this was only 6.4. Here you can see we have plenty of room on the fairway, and we do get a nice little rollout here. But as you can see, I have a lot of room from the fairway to the rough, but with higher wind, like I said, you could get yourself in a little bit of trouble. You take a look at the game here. You can see that we have a pretty steep roll from left to right on the green. We need to account for that. Take a look at this shot. Now, this is me being very lazy. Full top spin, 2 bars of side spin to the left to counter that wind push. I pulled this 10% at mid, and I still missed this shot. So, very stupid, very lazy. I thought that I was close enough to get away with a shot like this. I should have played it in-bringer rule, but as you see here, I didn't. I hit a perfect ball, and would you look at that? I mean, I miss it. The whole thing missed to the right-hand side of the cup. So check your distance, play the in-bringer rule, and you should be good for a drop there. Or you could be lazy like me and just go ahead and offset your ball guideline to the left-hand side of the cup, and that shot should drop, okay? Here we go to hole number 8. Hole number 8, this shot was sent to me by a couple people on Facebook that sent me a lot of pro shots. They did get this one from, I believe they said Ben. Yep, looking right now. This is a BK shot, so 0% minimum distance. We're using a Katana ball. The Katana ball is obvious because it's a power 2 ball. So when we use a power 2 ball at a quarterback, that is the power stat that we need to find minimum distance. The trick here is we're going to use power 0 ball settings. So if you're using Clash Caddy or Golf Clash Notebook, do not put in power 2. You're going to pretend that you're taking this shot with a basic ball, okay? That's something that I very rarely ever do on this channel because I don't want to confuse people, but since I am using someone else's shots, I do want to give the specifics of the shot. This shot is not 100% consistent, meaning that it's going to be taken with a Katana in pro, so we can get some very wild wind differences, right? We could get all the way up into the, I believe, high 5s to mid 7s. So people's shots could be different, but this does give you a hole-in-one look. I was 1 for 2 with perfect shots. 1 for 2 with perfect shots. And you see this one go into the hole-in-one, and we are good to go to the next hole. Next hole is a very, very long par 5. We've played this one several times in tournaments past. Again, in most wind situations on this hole, well, as a matter of fact, in every wind situation on this hole, I've always used a Berserker according to my replays. So even in tailwind here, we're going to let this one fly. Now, I'm pushing this one, or I'm pulling this one 10% at max, and then I'm pushing back up to max distance. I'm going full top, a lot of OP, perfect ball. Now, I do have replays of shot number 2 taken with a big dog, a Cataclysm, and even a Guardian. The Guardian shot to me is the best shot. So that's the one I'll be going with all tournaments forward. Shot number 2, Guardian shot here, 10% at max. I'm not trying to hit an Alba. I'm just trying to get my eagle and wrap up this thing and call it a day. Going with a lot of backspin, 2 bars of side spin to the right, setting up with my red ring, or I guess my yellow ring over here by the rough line, as you see there. I guess I split half the red, half the red is in the fairway, half in the rough. Using about half a ball of right curl, I believe. Hitting this thing perfect, and then calling it a qualifying round. That is it, everybody. Thanks for being patient. Long days on Golf Clash days for me, especially when I have to work my real job. But I did get it all in on day number 1. Best of luck to you. I'll talk to you on Saturday. Thank you.